Welcome back. It is Monday, January 9th in the NBA. My three favorite picks are on the way. It's the beginning of a new week. Let's first off recap how Sunday did, although I don't want to. An 0-3 day. Terry Rozier doesn't get it done. OG Anunoby and Onyeka Okongwu, all of them do not get it done. Some bad reads in there. Some bad luck all around. Either way, we're on a little bit of a cold streak. I'm not going to run away from it. We've made enough money on the year to survive a little cold streak, but to the people that are new to the community are like, this guy stinks. But look, we're going to turn it around. I promise you that. To the people accustomed and have been watching these videos all year long, we've been handing out plenty of winners, more so than losers. We're going to be fine. I promise you guys that. If you are new, I welcome you. My name's Austin. We're transparent here. If I give out 3 losers, I'm going to recap it the next day. Obviously, we want to celebrate more winning days than losing days. That's going to happen on the channel, but either way, we will recap the losing days every single time that it happens because we're going to be transparent. We're sports bettors just like you. We're going to have bad days here and there. Either way, it is Monday. The national championship for the college football is live, and so is our video. Well, tonight, so is our video that is live. You can go check that out. It was posted last night. Go check out our favorite pick, Logan and I. Dive into it, and you'll definitely want to check that out. Posted last night. Look, I'm not going to get back into it. If you need any sportsbook sign-up links, all this stuff are down below. No best bet of the day, but we need a guy to get us out of this cold streak, and I don't know a better guy to do it than this guy. The Greek Freak. We're taking his over 43.5 points plus rebounds, minus 108 on Caesars. Now you can play this up to 44.5. If you need a regular line, points is probably the way to go. PRA's fine too. I think PRA's was 48.5, 49.5. Now let's start with the Greek Freak. Now the reason I take points plus rebounds is because we know Giannis can go out there and grab 20 boards. He's done that in 3 of the last 5 games. So that's why I take a combined stat like this for Giannis, and he could easily hit this over in points alone. We've seen him do that recently, and I think him and the Bucks get back on track in Madison Square Garden. Now, yes, Giannis and the Bucks coming off, I don't even know, probably the worst game of the season. They had a bad game against the Grizzlies about a month ago, but last game against the Hornets was bad, giving up 51 points in the first quarter. And you saw Giannis, 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 22 minutes of action as they got smoked. Now I'm confident Giannis, one of the best players in the league, bounces back, and it's even better that it's at Madison Square Garden where the stars try to show up even better. Now, in Giannis' last 3 games versus the New York Knicks, 2 of which came this year, he's at 51, 44, and 50 points plus rebounds. So going over in all 3 of those games. However, it is interesting, in those 3 games, he settled for 6 or more three-pointers. In all 3 of those games, Giannis hasn't settled for 6 or more threes in a hot minute, in nearly a month. So I don't expect him settling for threes. I expect him attacking the rim, getting to the free throw line. And we've seen Giannis go on a tear. Prior to that last game, that dud against the Hornets, 67, 63, 65, 51 points plus rebounds his last 4. So he's been dominant. I expect him to get back to those ways. Drew Holiday is back for this game, but Chris Middleton still out. Drew's got a tough matchup, probably guarded by Quentin Grimes or Emmanuel Quickly, both 2 guys that are pretty good defenders. And at the end of the day, the Knicks, no answer for the Greek Freak. I don't know if they put Mitchell Robinson on him, but that's a walk in 6 fouls. If you want to put Julius Randle on him, not necessarily a good enough defender to stop Giannis. I think Giannis gets wherever he wants against the Knicks. I think the Knicks can keep this game close as the spread's only 2 points. So I think we'll see Giannis plays normal 35, 38 minutes, and he should be able to fill it up. Should be able to grab a bunch of boards as well. Don't necessarily know if they put him on Julius Randle, but either way, Giannis should be able to fill up the stat sheet. We're taking his over, though, 43.5 points plus rebounds. PRAs, I don't mind either. Just don't necessarily know if he gets a ton of assists, but he likely could. It's Giannis. He could put up a triple-double any given night, but we're going to be taking his over in points plus rebounds. Hopefully he steps up, has a big-time bounce-back game in the Garden. We're taking his over 43.5 points plus rebounds tonight. We're getting Greek freaky. Let's move on, though. We're getting another under, our under of the day. We need to start bringing back some more unders, especially with how the NBA has been going the last couple weeks. Mr. Kyle Kuzma, under 34.5 points, rebounds, assists, PRAs, minus 108 on FanDuel. If this drops to 33.5, go for it. If you need an individual line for any of the guys I talk about today, it's going to be probably the points. I normally lean towards the points under for at least Kuzma, as they are him and the Wizards at home facing the Pelicans today. Now, the Pelicans are shorthanded. They're going to be without a guy like Brandon Ingram and without Zion Williamson. And maybe Larry Nance comes back today, but they're going to be without some guys. And look at the Wizards, though. They're only going to be without Bradley Beal. The rest of their lineup is healthy. And while we would love if Bradley Beal was out there, doesn't matter, because you look at when Bradley Beal sits, we're going to see Daniel Gafford and Kristaps Porzingis both launched into the lineup. Now, they don't necessarily take a ton of field goal attempts. At least Daniel Gafford doesn't. Kristaps is normally always in the starting lineup, but does that take away a lot of rebounds? Because both of these 2 guys are 6'10", 7 feet tall. So not a lot of rebounds coming Kyle Kuzma's way. And also, I look at the bench. This is a team that plays a deep bench. They got Jordan Goodwin, who's really stepped up this year. Rui Hachimura, Will Barton, DeLon Wright, Denny Avdia. I just named 5 guys off the bench that are all going to play about 15 to 20 minutes. And if one of those guys gets hot, they're going to play even more minutes. So, like, that's a guy that you're going to see Kuzma. He'll still get his minutes. It's not like I'm going to say Kuzma's playing 20 minutes tonight unless he gets into foul trouble. But there's a lot of these guys off the bench bench that not only will play some minutes, but also have the ball in their hands. It's not like these guys are just, centers that just stand in the paint. They're going to go out there and get the ball. And I look at a guy like Rui Hachimura. When we saw Kyle Kuzma, we were taking his overs. It was because Rui was out. Rui's a great backup, small forward, power forward. And Rui goes out there, grabs rebounds, but also shoots a good amount. And we look at who is going to match up against Kyle Kuzma. It's going to be the straitjacket. Herb Jones, their best defender. So already there's a lot of guys coming off the bench that are going to steal Kuzma's minutes. But also he's going to get the worst matchup on the court with Herb Jones. So I look at this Kuzma's last 8 games just with Rui Hachimura. I don't even care about the other guys who are going to come back and play minutes as well. With just Rui Hachimura, he's averaged 20.6 points per game, 6.8 rebounds per game, and 5.1 assists per game for just 32.6 PRAs in these last 8. In those 8 games, Kuzma under this line in 6 of 8, and his 2 overs were against the Kings, who don't play an ounce of defense. He had 46 PRAs, and then versus the Thunder in their most recent game, he had 35 right on the hook. Now, look, those games, like I said, were with just Rui Hachimura. Some of the other guys that came off the bench that I already talked about earlier, they weren't even active in those games. Those guys will be active. Like I said, Herb Jones, Dyson Daniels, 2 very solid, lengthy defenders for the Pelicans will be out there. I don't necessarily see this game as a super high scoring one, and I just don't see him grabbing a ton of rebounds. Maybe he gets a couple assists if you want to go points plus rebounds under. Don't mind that either, but I don't see him having the ball in his hands a ton. And we know Kuzma, always a candidate for foul trouble. I like his under, 34.5 PRAs. If Kuz wants to go out there and light us up, go for it, but I like his under today. For my third and final play, it's a guy that's made us a good amount of money this year. He's actually been pretty good profitable for us. It's going to a guy by the name of Russell Westbrook. I like his over 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists, minus 103 on Barstool. Now you can play this up to 34.5 if it goes there. Truthfully, no idea where this line settles as the sharpest book in the world. Pinnacle does not have a line out yet this morning. Now, Austin, I know you're like, Austin, you just picked a bunch of points, rebounds, points, PRAs, and stuff. Look, with guys like this, like Kuzma, you can probably take points under. If he doesn't hit the over in points, he's probably not hitting any of these. Or if he hits the under in points, he's probably going under in everything. But I look at a guy like Russell Westbrook, you kind of have to take a PRAs because he's Russell Westbrook. You can go out there, get a triple-double, and boom, this is going to cash. But look, I look at a guy like Westbrook also can grab 10-plus rebounds. But if you need individual I like his over in points, and assists are probably the way to go. Now, triple-double plus 800 if you want to get spicy. Let's talk about Westbrook, though. Him and the Lakers have been playing pretty well, winning 5 straight games, and they need him out there desperately. Now, I'm not saying they win this game, but it's not a coincidence that they've won a lot of games with Russell Westbrook playing more. Anthony Davis out. Lonnie Walker out. Austin Reeves now out. Troy Brown Jr., I didn't put him on the slide. He might be out today. Regardless, he's not going to matter to me if he plays or not. Let's talk about the Lakers, though. They're going to need Westbrook out there playing a lot, and that's shown in the last 3 games. All Laker wins. He's played 36, 31, and 34 minutes, getting 38, 38, and 43 PRAs. Look, he's attacking the rim, doing what he does best. Attacks the rim, gets in the paint, gets to the free throw line, or scores, or he passes it to his teammate and gets an easy assist. And we look at this great matchup against the Nuggets, team that allows the 8th most points per game in the paint. Look, the Nuggets don't have a lot of paint protection. I love Jokic. He's more of a, paint protector, not a rim protector. So if we see Westbrook gets the screen, gets ahead of steam, going into the paint, he's going to be in there, be able to lay it in. And over the last 15 games, we've seen the Nuggets give up the 5th most points per game and 2nd most assists per game to point guards. Now, they don't give up a ton of rebounds, but we know Westbrook is capable of going out there and snagging, 6, 8 rebounds. And either way, he could easily hit this over in just points and assists alone, but he's going to chip in some rebounds. It's Russell Westbrook we're talking about. But we look at this, he also plays a lot of minutes against the second unit. DeAndre Jordan, he stinks. Sorry, DeAndre, you are not very good. So we're going to see Westbrook out there playing a lot of minutes, hopefully 30 or more. He's going to go up against DeAndre Jordan in a lot of those minutes, who really doesn't play a whole lot of defense, and we've seen they're going to need him in these games. He's already played Denver twice this year, 34 and 38 PRAs in those 2 games, going over in both of them. Anthony Davis was active in both those games. They also had some Austin Reeves. All these guys were active. Those guys are inactive. While I like Dennis Schroeder, he doesn't do a whole lot of facilitating this offense. He's a good knockdown shooter for him, and Westbrook's going to have to go out there in an over-under of 240.5 and play pretty well and play a lot of minutes. Now, since December, Westbrook, 30-plus minutes in 6 games. He's had 34, 39, 27, 38, 38, and 43 PRAs, going over in 5 of 6, his last 6 with 30 or more minutes. He should be out there a good amount, even if this is a blowout, which it could be. The Nuggets are 9, 10-point favorites. You're going to see Russell Westbrook at least start the 4th quarter, so we should see, 30 or more minutes. And if they do get down early, you're going to see Westbrook come in even earlier. If they get down like 10-2 early to start the game, you're going to see Westbrook come out there probably pretty early. I think he has a great day. He can go into the paint, score at will against this Nuggets team. Obviously, point guards and guards have been abusing this Nuggets offense or defense recently. High over-under. I think Westbrook has a big night, plays at least over 30 minutes. We'll take Westbrook over 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Hopefully, he goes out there and gets us a triple-double. We had his rebounds and assists the other night. He missed it by just 1 assist, or I believe it was 1 rebound that he missed it, or I don't remember exactly, but he just missed it on the hook. So those are my 3 plays. Russell Westbrook's over in PRAs, Kyle Kuzma under in PRAs, and Giannis Antetokounmpo over in points plus rebounds. It's time to shout out a couple new All-Stars. Appreciate you guys as always. Sorry to all the new All-Stars that maybe have never been across the Call on Our Shot channel. We're going to get you back some winners. I promise you that. We got Andrew, Justin, Anthony, Tom, Evan, the Dougler, Jeff, Milkshake, Dave, Matthias, Trace, No Plug, Shan, we got Chuck, we got Ross, Bob, Henry, Joshua, Tim, Don, Dada, we got Cruising with Cruz, Raphael, Jeff, Ryan, Wayo, Tim, Giancarlo, we got Walter, we got Gustavo, Nolan, Justin, and Haig. I don't know. I appreciate you guys. Sorry if I butchered your name, but we can't do it without you guys. National Championship video, go check it out. Boom, right there. Go check out our favorite picks in that video. It's going to be a good one. We're going to celebrate and watch the National Championship game. Go 3-0 in the NBA tonight. Get back on track. See you guys back in tomorrow. Let's have a great day. Let's bounce back off this cold streak. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.